is members' dues. So this is not a bother to them. What is a bother to them? If there is no union, right? There's no struggle for workers' rights. If there's no union, there's no struggle for civil rights. If there's no union, there's no struggle for economic justice. There's no struggle to get equal pay, job security, no pension. If there's no union. So what they want to do is really to get rid of the union, right? To dismantle the union by destroying the finances of the union. This is why we are saying one of the important functions of the union in this period, right? You know, a union was before you have these deduction, people have to go volunteer and what to do. But right now, if you do not have funding for a union, you can't run a union, right? You have to post everything, you have to, right? So the point I'm saying, I'm wrapping this up. Janus, the substance of Janus, is not to get rid of the union. Is to say you're not to get an increase of pay. This is what they teach us in Illinois wrote to the Supreme Court. We do not want people to get increase of pay. Right? We do not want people to get increased pension. We do not want people to get increased benefit. And guess what? If the previous generation of workers, instead of taking increase of pay, guess what they took? Pension. So if the government said, look, we can pay 4% now, that generation of workers said, look, you can pay 4%, but God damn it, I may be here for another 20 years and I may live another 10 years, so let me put aside something. So I take 2%, put 1% as pension, put 1% as a benefit. You follow? Mm-hmm. Right? So I pay increase. So when they are red eye on your pension, right? People contribute that as pay already. So the point I'm saying, we have to stand up for the union. Because if we do not stand up for the union, Martin Luther King, he's like the backbone of the civil rights thing, you know, is the union. He was a spokesperson for it. A. Philip Randolph and these guys were there. There's a union because the union is connected to production. You can talk all you want, but if you cannot stop production, they don't care. So I'm wrapping it. So the point I'm saying, every time you hear about Janus, right? And they want to get rid of union. Not the union. They want to get rid of your pension. They want to get rid of. They want to get rid of. You follow? Right? And the only thing, this is what we have in one of the pamphlets here that Henry said. The only thing that stands between you and your pension is the union. The Henry go read it. The only thing that stands between you, right, and your job. Because if you do not have a union, you do not have a job. Because you do not have due process. You become employment at will, employee at will. They can fire you for, and for the first year they do it. For most of us, true? Right? So I'm just saying they'll have that, right? So be careful when you see me out here. I'm working on the things. I never talk about union, I talk about your pension. I talk about your, and every time somebody tries to weaken the union, I'm upset over it. Right? Even if the union is no good, it's still better than, because you have job security, right? And you have due process, right? Okay.
Can I make one last point?
Yes, sir.
So I think after you saw this now, we could go back to what Fitz asked to start the meeting, is how would you define a union? So now you see that there's finances associated with what a union is, right? I mean, you know that, but now you see something. So it's a group of people with a common interest, right, that's you, that chip in to pay for the costs of bargaining on your behalf, defending you in grievances and in arbitrations, making political donations to people that will help you in your goals, you know, for different legislation that's going to benefit you as workers, and things of that nature. You basically, by chipping in all together, by all the members chipping into this pool, you pay for that infrastructure to do that work on your behalf. And that's what a union is. It's you guys chipping in to pay for that work.
So before you leave, what